One of the biggest misunderstandings I come across as a compassion-focused therapist is this. People think self-compassion means feeling sorry for yourself. They worry that if they're too gentle with themselves, they'll become weak, make excuses, or simply give up. And some people just think it's being pathetic. But I see self-pity and self-compassion as opposites. From the outside, they might look similar. From the inside, they take us in a completely different directions. Let's start with self-pity. When something painful happens, it's perfectly natural to ask, why did this happen to me? We have all been there. But if we stay in that place for too long, something happens. Our attention stays on the unfairness of what happened. We begin to feel powerless. We stop looking for ways forward because we're completely absorbed by the problem. Without realizing it, we can become stuck. Not because our pain isn't real, it is, but because all of our energy is focused on what happened instead of what we can do now. This mindset can be dangerous because it can put us into a victim mode. When we feel like victims of our circumstances, we are not standing up for ourselves. We become passive, paralyzed, and convinced that we are completely helpless. It tells us that we cannot change our situation, and it keeps us completely stuck, so that we cannot move forward in life. Self-pity is where we give away our power and accept defeat. Self-compassion asks a completely different question. Instead of asking, why me? It asks, this is really hard, but how can I support myself through this in the best way possible? That is a huge difference. One question keeps us looking backwards, the other helps us move forward. The thing is, when we show ourselves compassion, we are finding a constructive way forward. Self-compassion means meeting ourselves and our reality with complete honesty and without judgment. It requires far more courage to look at your pain and support yourself through it than it does to ignore it or act like a victim. Imagine you have lost your job. Self-pity might say, why does this always happen to me? This is so unfair. My life is hopeless. But self-compassion says, of course this hurts. This is difficult. Anyone would struggle with this. But what can I do today to take care of myself and begin moving forward? The situation hasn't changed, but your relationship to it has. Or imagine you made a mistake. Self-pity says, I'm a failure. Self-compassion says, I made a mistake. What can I learn from it? Again, one keeps you stuck, the other helps you grow. This is why I don't see self-compassion as weakness. Quite the opposite. It takes courage to stay present with your pain without letting it define you. It takes courage to support yourself instead of attacking yourself. It takes courage to say, this is difficult, but I'm not going to abandon myself or give up. I will find my way forward with kindness towards myself and my situation, one step at a time. So perhaps the real difference is this. Self-pity asks, why me? Why did this happen to me? Self-compassion asks, how can I support myself through this? How can I gracefully learn from this? What can I do to move forward so I don't get stuck? One keeps us trapped in the problem, the other gives us the strength to face reality and take the next step. That's not weakness. That's one of the strongest and bravest things we can do. I would love to know your thoughts about this subject. Have you ever been afraid that being kind to yourself was just a sign of weakness? How do you support yourself when things get difficult? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you for sharing your time with me. I'll see you next time.